Hey guys, what's up? Plague Spores here. Today I'm playing Shen in the jungle, and I'm going against an Uter in the jungle. So it should be interesting because Shen is not very good early on in the jungle. I mean, if they try to counter jungle or invade, it's very difficult to walk away from that. Um, the thing about Shen in the jungle, he really needs to farm till he hits level 6, and then he could really start ganking pretty good. Just because of his ultimate. Just basically stay in the jungle farming all day, and just counter gank or gank with your ultimate. A lot of times with Shen in the jungle, I like to take, instead of flash, I'll take teleport. So I'll run smite teleport, and the reason for that is it gives me even more opportunities to go ahead and gank. If they have a ward in the bush behind their enemies, I can go ahead and teleport in, taunt the enemies, and just watch them drop. Another thing I like to do sometimes is if our top has teleport, it could be pretty interesting. What I've done in past teams, our top would take teleport, and if the bottom's in trouble, the top champion would teleport down into the bush to a ward behind enemies, and then I would just immediately ultimate to my top champion. So turning a gank, or just the champion, the ADC and the support, or even the ADC support and the jungler, from a maybe 2v2 under fire, or even a 3v2, we could turn that into a 4v3. So 4 of us versus 3 of them. Odds a lot more in our favor, especially because we cut off their escape route, and with my taunt usually seals the deal. Now I would like to say this video I did start with Q. That is not normally what I start with. Typically I start with W because it gives me more sustain. I don't take as much damage at first, and then immediately after blue buff camp I will get my Q. I did make another mistake here in playing early on, is for my third ability I got another Q instead of an E, and for my taunt, and that will come into play in a little bit later, mid. So just keep your eye out and you'll see why you at least want 1 point in each right away, so you have that utility available to you. So I immediately go from my blue buff to my from over there straight over to my red buff, just because I am a little weary about counter jungle, especially early on. They know they can easily beat me, so it's an actual real thing. Now once I place my ward, I feel kind of safe over here, and if you notice, time to time I won't wait until the end. I won't keep smite up just in case. I'll actually use it right away. And my thinking there is, if I have vision, if I know where the enemy jungler is, or if I'm just pretty close to my base, just farming the wolves or something, I'd rather use it right away. That way it can come up sooner when you're jungling, because you really need that smite up as often as possible when you're jungling Shen. Once you get your attack speed up on jungle Shen, it's a little bit better, just because your heals off your Q and your shield with your W, it does get a little bit better. But at first it can be pretty rough.
Without a sound.
So I was going to go into the gank there mid. However, it looked like, to me, from my perspective, it looked like Olaf backed off as soon as I started coming close to the bush. I'm not sure if that's warded or not, but that's what it appears to be to me. So instead, I just go back to farming. And now Ziggs is kind of in trouble. He's pretty low, but he's under his turret.
Target marked.
And I think yeah, Ziggs just goes back here. Now, watch this Olaf and how often this game he just gets so greedy and tries going for things that he shouldn't be going. This is the place I was talking about before, where if I would have taken my taunt, he would be dead. And you can see right there, I'm full of energy, but I cannot finish him off. And in the process, I take lots of turret shots because I just wanted it so bad, and I was so mad that I didn't take my E that I just was willing to go for it. So I did take a lot of turret shots,
So I go.
and we'll have to go back after getting one of these camps. I believe. I might not. I might not. So Ziggs is coming up. So I'm not worried about Olaf taking mid yet, and he's pretty low, so. So I don't make the mistake again. I take my E, and now I have my taunt, so things can get better here for the ganks. And it looks like our Garen's in trouble up top, being chased down.
Our wills align.
But he does escape, so that Malphite did back off.
Enforced equilibrium.
So, as always, guys, if you notice any mistakes, or if you have advice or any comments at all, please feel free to leave comments. I love suggestions, I love advice, criticism, everything's welcome. It just makes me a stronger player, and since I'm a casual player, you know, I'm not hardcore trying to, like, you know, go crazy with League, but I'm always trying to improve myself, just because it's more enjoyable if I do well. So as always, just let me know if you see anything, or if you have any suggestions of other champions you might think I would like to play or would like to see. Go ahead and let me know, and I'll try to take your advice.
With balanced steps.
Now, jungler is not my main spot at all. I'm a primarily I'm top and mid champs, and then I'll play support. I haven't played support for a while though, but on a consistent basis. But I do play support on my main account, my Playstyle account. I play quite a bit of Leona, but I do not have her on this account. I'll have to end up getting her, but I've been playing a lot of Janna, so I'm playing Janna mid, Janna top, and playing her at all the lanes, you know. AP Janna is real, and especially with attack speed, runes.
Immediately.
Here's where Olaf, he just like runs right into me, and here's a taunt. This is why you want the taunt. Just immediately just bash down between the two of us. And what's funny, keep an eye on that location for later on for that Olaf and Ziggs. So it seems like our team's doing pretty well. We're 5 versus 1, so things are going pretty good. 8 minutes in.
Press on.
One thing I am trying to do is I am trying to get some friends together to play pretty much a ninja team just for fun, just for shits and giggles. But aside from that, right now I'm going ahead and ulting in on Garen because he was taking a lot of damage, but he was under our turret. And Garen made the same mistake that a lot of champions do. When I shielded him for a pretty good amount, he was still in defensive mode. He didn't recognize the Shen ult, and he ran away. So he was running back into his turret more, which he was already under. In that situation, you want to run towards your opponent. As long as you're not going to die, you want to run towards your opponent. That way, as soon as I'm there, I can taunt them, and most likely we're going to turn that fight in our favor.
With balanced steps.
So it could have been different, you know. If Garen would have ran towards him, we taunted him when he was low, it might have been different. But unfortunately, Garen didn't do that, and you know, he perished. But what can we do?
There is no dispute.
gonna go ahead and grab my red buff, use my smite pretty early, just so the cooldown starts ticking down.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Must be done.
And Ziggs was able to push mid, get the mid turret, so that's going to be helpful quite a bit with the roaming. So he looks like he could be in trouble here. Uter is really hitting him hard down there. Yep, looks like he did get taken out. So he should have like backed off a little because he didn't have vision. Once he took that mid turret, he shouldn't have pushed by himself like that. He had 0 vision around in their jungle.
Without a sound. Immediately.
So I'll probably record another video of Jungle Shen with the smite and teleport just to show you. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can imagine the ganks that you can pull off. So this would have been a lot different right here if I would have hit my taunt under the turret. Pretty much would have guaranteed Olaf dies.
Our will.
Granted, he did have his ultimate going. Back to farming, trying to want to make sure I at least keep up with my team with the not necessarily farm but level. So unfortunately we lost our bottom turret here because our ADC and our support, I don't know if they died or they just backed and we lost it.
I find them unworthy.
So right here it looks like they're trying to go for the dragon. So we're just going to go ahead and move in and position ourselves in a way we can counter that.
Immediately.
Not too afraid of Jinx doing a whole lot of damage all at once. Shen's naturally pretty tanky.
Understood.
And here, I'm not sure what I did here. Map awareness was just bad. Or if I was thinking, you know, I have my ultimate, it was just keeping an eye on their health totals. I probably was just watching their health bars.
Press on.
I do notice that 2 are top. And I believe I use my ultimate to help Garen here when they try to dive him.
With balanced steps.
And yeah, here I go, because Uter's trying to gank, so I go ahead and ult on Garen, and able to taunt Uter under the turret, and that means a dead Uter, and there goes Malphite backing off.
From the shadows.
Go back here and get my golems real quick. I have quite a bit of gold, so I do need to go back soon. So Ziggs requested that I come mid, watch the turret here, so I come here, I hear Olaf, and I know that they're going in, so I just run up and taunt, get him on the turret. And it's always scary when the turret turns on you, no matter what. It's like your mental, mentality behind it is just get away, get out, get out, get out. So if you taunt them under your turret, chances are they're just going to back off. Even if they can easily take you out, they will back off. And that's exactly what happened. 2 of them were on the turret with minions, and I was able to taunt Olaf, but he backed off. So I was going to go back, but Ziggs is going ham here. I'm going to go help him. Taunt Rise, and we should be able to get this kill.
Has been slain.
And then there we go. And then Olaf. Now this is what I was mentioning before to Olaf. Same. Oh wait, no, this is a different time. So Olaf's going to just play merry-go-round here with Ziggs and die. I'm not sure why he would do that. All he had to do really just switch directions. He probably would have caught out Ziggs, but he didn't. And then Ziggs, low health, is pushing really far up, which just seems dangerous because here comes
An ally
Uter.
has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
From the shadows.
So it looks like Ziggs died. Going back mid to protect mid from being taken. Should be spending a lot more time in jungle, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what happens when your mid dies. Because mid always seems like the favorite place to be.
So I go.
Go ahead here, and looks like Garen's going in on him. Garen wants him dead. Now I'm going to come in here and taunt him. And that should do it, and Ziggs, I believe, gets this kill. He just walks in chaos. But that's okay. It's okay to get Ziggs even more fed. Now keep an eye on the bottom. Keep an eye on the top. Kind of just trying to like focus on all the health bars, and then also peeking down top and bottom once in a while, just seeing what's going on. Just because I do have my ult up, and that can really turn the tides. So you have to be watching. So right now, I'm watching top, seeing if I can make some plays here. I'm at my red buff, so I can start my red buff if I don't see anything, which looks like... Nope, it looks like I'm going to go ahead and alt Garen. So
Press on.
what you didn't see here was Garen was actually under the turret, like attacking, and he was taking turret shots to try to kill a Malphite. So I went ahead and just wasn't for the teleport or gank, it was just for the shield. Get him that little bit of health, shielded, and just enough where you can take out his opponent.
Legendary.
There is no dispute.
Killing spree. Your turret has been destroyed.
I believe this could be...
Wills align.
Legendary.
Yeah, this is okay. This is a scenario. The same scenario. Ziggs chasing Olaf. Olaf running to the jungle, right to me, taunting the same bush. Same situation. And Ziggs and I kill him once again. Exact same spot. Rinse and repeat. So if I wasn't able to get that taunt, there was a good chance that he could have turned around and possibly taken out Ziggs. But because that taunt is so powerful, you know, switch their targets. I mean, it's just huge, huge. From attacking a weak opponent to a full health opponent. And when you get full tank build on Shen, it's kind of insane actually, because you know, against a lot of champions, you can take like Thornmail and Sunfire Cape, and those two alone with a taunt is like, you know, king of chaos.
Immediately.
You taunt them, they keep them from running away, and next thing you know, they're all attacking you, taking the damage back to them, and Sunfire damage, and you just stand there and kill them usually.
Press on.
So here, Olaf was running away, and I was able to come up from behind, just taunt him,
So I go.
and get our team another kill on Olaf. So it looks like top is in trouble here. And I'm heading top to help out.
Without a sound.
I believe we do die here. We do take out one of them, I believe.
Legendary.
Shadows.
Maybe I don't die here. Maybe. Do I catch this rise?
So I go.
Yeah, I catch that rise.
Killing spree.
Yep. The Q. Really had no place to go whatsoever.
Balanced steps.
Let's see if we get this Malphite. Nope, missed him. But it looks like Ziggs will... Nope, Ziggs missed him too.
There is no dispute.
Oh, it looks like we want him though. He doesn't have a turret, so I think I get a taunt off. Do I get it? Yes, I get it. And that should be it, maybe? Dagger? Q? Taunt? Nope. Okay, well I didn't get it. But that's okay. That's okay. He would have been a dead Malphite if I had flash. So I'm going to go ahead and ult in here just in case.
From the shadows.
And I used it also as a way to get to my red buff pretty fast.
Unstoppable.
Sometimes I love using my ult just to rub it into the other team. Just so they know there's no way they can get it. Actually, so based on chat, it looks like that I just basically ulted to that fight just so I can get to my red faster.
Understood.
So we are doing pretty good this game.
Without a sound.
We have all 3 lanes pushed. $21 stacks so far on a Feral Flare. I'm not sure if I get all 30 stacks or not. I usually don't try to focus too hard on it. If it happens on Shen. So I'm going to go ahead and help Garen here. Taunt the Olaf and just beat on him. And Garen came back in and died. But that's okay. It is 26-7, so that's okay. Go ahead and continue with the stacks here on my Feral Flare.
Enforced equilibrium.
And I believe I am saving my smite for another camp. I believe I use it right here.
So I go.
Or not. So let's see where I'm going. Looks like I'm going to ward. And I'm just going to continue farming. And it looks like Ziggs got called out and there's nothing I can do. My ultimate's not up.
Shut down. An enemy
But
has been
somebody's... It looks like Garen's teleporting in. Let's see what he does here.
An enemy has been slain.
Yep, kills the Jinx. The power of teleport.
Balanced steps. Without a sound.
Gonna go up here and get this farm here.
Press on.
Legendary.
Which, this Twitch definitely does not need my help. Not 1v1 anyway. So I'm gonna come back up here to the turret just to keep it up, not let it get taken. So Twitch is coming up, so I'm just waiting. I'm not showing myself. And I'm gonna taunt into this bush and catch this Malphite off guard. And that should be it. There we go, that Twitch gets another kill.
An enemy has been slain.
Same time bottom, Garen is getting a double kill. So I'm going to go ahead and alt on Ziggs,
Rampage.
which
Our wills align.
which I clicked on the wrong person.
There is no dispute.
Yeah, I don't use the function keys to target my allies. I'll either click on the person watching their battle, or I'll click on their icons. It just feels unnatural to reach up and press my function keys to do that. Yeah, I could change. If you have suggestions for better layouts for the keys, I'm definitely open to it. Yeah, it's just sometimes if I support Janna, I might set up the letter T for my E. So I'll just turn smart casting off and set it so that T will target my ADC when I'm supporting with Janna. That way I can just cast E, target my ADC, all with the press of 2 buttons.
It must be done.
So I finally go back here with 4,500 gold. Can get quite a bit here. So I went ahead and got a Warmog. So it looks like I'm going to go the passive proc build here with attack speed and health. So I went ahead and... Do I get the Stinger? I got the Stinger, so... Pretty good attack speed. Something like 90% attack speed. So we got 1.6. Almost to the 2. So, pretty good. Since that's one of Shen's weaknesses, is attack speed, that helps so much. And now with the Warmog, since I have 3,300 HP, that'll help with my passive proc damage.
An enemy has been slain.
So, let's see here.
Understood.
So I got my last stack for the Feral Flare, and actually have it now. As you can see, it is unleashed.
So I go. It's me.
My ultimate is up in 5 seconds. That's good, because it looks like there could be a team fight right here. And Olaf just evaporating. So I ult Garen here, because he was taking a lot of health, or a lot of damage. As soon as I come in, I just taunt the 2 champions there. That was my team that easily killed him. And I just used my taunt to close the gap between myself and Malphite, so I can go ahead and Q him. So the times I do get the Feral Flare, I don't care about the jungle as much, because at that point I just turn into like a almost like a Shen in lane, and I start just pushing. That's what Shen does best. I can push a lane out with my ultimate up and then join the fight immediately somewhere else in a different lane. Even when I don't have all the stacks on the Feral Flare, I'm usually generous. If somebody wants to buff, I'll give it to them, because technically I don't really need the buffs. But as jungler, you know, that's how I farm. So I'm gonna go ahead. Looks like I taunt in here, so our Twitch can just clean up. And his Olaf went in from behind and just evaporated. And Uter's in our jungle, the Penta. Twitch wants it. He's thirsty. He wants that penta.
Without a sound. It must be done.
And we're just gonna go ahead and try to push us out. They'll have just teleported to this turret, but that's okay.
There is no dispute.
And there's a surrender. 4 votes to 1. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this game. And I'm Playstyle.
Victory!